Hey guys, it's Cecilia Lee here. Welcome back. I told you guys I'll be back. I know it's not as fast as you guys thought, but I'm here now. So let's jump right into it because I am ready. So, I'm sure you all heard about the colleen ballinger shit going on. You know, that nasty crap. I don't even, I never really watched her or listened to her crap because I always thought she was weird. And I always thought that Miranda thing that she does was really, 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 really weird. Like, I always thought it was strange. Nothing about that was ever like oh my God, I love when she does that. It is so amazing. She just makes me so happy when I see her as Miranda. A lot of people say that, like, you made my day. I mean, I get it. Some people, they have to look at other people to find happiness in their day. I get it. But to me, that just looked a little creepy and weird. And I always thought something a little off of her. I mean, clearly I was right. But, so her and Adam went at it back in the day. Adam McIntyre came out and said a lot of stuff that she did. And, some people took it as a joke, like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Some people were like, what the fuck is this shit? And then some people were like, oh, well, and then people just forgot about it. Because around that time, a lot of shit was coming out about everybody. So nobody could stick to one story for too long. Everybody, and then this other chick, Cody, she basically, sided with Colleen, and then Adam got tormented for like 3 years or 2 years, whatever it is. And then now, in 2023, Cody and him are coming and taking a stand against Colleen Ballinger. And, maybe, will this be the time that she gets what's coming to her? Is this going to be the time where she's going to have to answer for everything? Let's see. Do I feel like, what's the point? No, because if somebody did something to you and you feel like you have to vindicate yourself, by all means vindicate yourself. It doesn't really matter how long it is or when you decide to do it, because he was being treated like shit for like 2 years, I think it is, and nobody believed him. Everybody believes Colleen, which, I mean, there was a big power imbalance there, so that's obviously the reason. But now that he's, come out now and said his piece, had stuff, they both, Cody and Adam have a lot of shit to back up their claims. So she's done. She's out of here. I don't know what she's going to do, but that little podcast she has with Trisha Paytas, that's a little odd to me. That's really weird and cringy. That shit is cringy as hell. I don't know how anybody could sit and watch that shit. But I don't particularly like Adam. Well, not that. It's just, he's a little annoying. Like, his voice, his antics annoys me. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve justice. Now, the one part now, Colleen's a weird-ass bitch. We get it, okay? We get it. She's weird, she's creepy, she's like, she needs to be in jail. That's the stuff that she's done is a little out there and a little bit weird to me, and I would not want her near nobody, because that was just, wow. The stuff I heard she said was like, wow. But going back around this stuff that people shouldn't do, I get it. Okay, look, I'm all for people changing, whatever. Well, I have my own opinions about people changing, certain people. But I do feel like Cody, the things, let me tell you something. I get it. She wants to jump on the bandwagon, advocate for Adam, blah, 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 blah. Telling, oh, well, I'm going to put myself out there so nobody can do it for me. Even if I look like a bad person, blah, 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 blah. I get it. All that crap. But for some reason, I just don't feel like her shit is genuine. And the things I've seen that she said is disgusting. It was a video she posted, I think it was the other day, and she posted one of the tweets she made. It was disgusting. My God. So I feel like, in my opinion, I get it. People change. I'm not who I was back then, blah, blah, blah. But I just don't, I can't unsee that. Like, that's nasty. Like, and then it's like, to just say, oh yeah, I said that. Oh yeah, I'm going to put everything out that I said. I'll explain anything. Like, what does it explain? You're a weirdo. And you're a pig. And you're disgusting. You might not be as over the top as Colleen. But I don't look at you with like, oh, well, whatever, if she was just a kid. No, I don't know. You're disgusting. I don't have no respect for her, to be honest. Adam, I could, sympathize with him a little bit. But her, no, she don't get no sympathy for me. She don't get no brownie points. She don't get no vindicated points, all that crap. Just because you're siding with somebody and you're, well, I guess, righting your wrongs, no. After I saw the shit she said from back, no. That is just, there's just some things I can't, especially when it comes to kids. Because if you're that fucked up in the head at the time that you have to make jokes like that or dark humor, then something's wrong with you. Because at no point in time should you ever joke or say anything about it. It doesn't work that way. It's disgusting. It's weird as hell. And, like, you know, I just don't get it. Like, it's just like, I get it, you know, Colleen's bad. She deserves whatever she gets, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, ugh. And now, Swoop, I saw on Twitter that she, you know, said, oh, well, Colleen, it's your turn now. Did something like some shit she said. And said, Adam, I would love to talk. Like, now she's getting involved. And, you know, when she gets involved, she makes these long-ass documentaries. Deep dives of people and shit. So, if she's going to make a video, you know something's going to happen because her shit is long. And, I don't know watch that shit because I already know the situation. There's nothing she can really say that's going to, like, be like, what? Oh, my God. And I saw that she followed Cody, which, if you've seen what she said from back in the day, I don't think you would want to follow her. This is not something that's what I'm not understanding. We're coming at, like, rightfully so, you're coming at Colleen. Whatever, good, she's a bitch, she's disgusting, whatever. But this chick has said some vile, nasty shit. And it's like, I can't just look at her, Colleen, and be like, oh, well, screw you, you're a dumb bitch, you're disgusting, da-da-da. And then look at her and be like, oh my God, thank you so much, Cody, for coming and speaking up. You're a lifesaver, you're a trendsetter, oh my God. And don't worry about the stuff you said from back in the day. Everybody makes mistakes. Those weren't mistakes. Those were choice words. And those are words that you chose to say. And I hate that people are excusing that just because of the whole Colleen situation. Two things can be right at once. You can not like Colleen and you could also, you know, do what you got to do. Like, I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. I don't feel that it's right. I think it's disgusting. I think it's weird. But, you know, that's just me. That's just my opinion. Peter Mon made a video. It was whatever. You know, a couple people have come out and said stuff about it, but it's like, you know, Adam's going on doing his interviews about the situation, talking about his story, getting it all out there, you know, blah, 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 you know, and it's just like, you know, eventually, I just want to know what's going to happen to Colleen. Is she going to get her just dues? Is she going to get held accountable? Who knows? She might have enough bread to just get it out, just talk it away. I don't know. But, you know, it's just that I just feel like what I said before about Cody. I don't feel like it's fair that, you know, we talk about one person, and I'm pretty sure people already forgave her. You know, Cody said, oh, well, you know, we forgive you because of Colleen now, and blah, blah, blah. I get it. You know, I get it. You know. I freaking get it. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not an idiot. I get it. And it's just like, I just can't just sit there and be like, oh, well, yeah, you're fine. You're okay. Everything's good. You know, like, I can't. I can't, because it's like, it's weird. It's freaking weird. And, you know, the stuff she said was just not something that I could sit there and be like, oh, yeah, I forgive her for that. Because she even went on and said stuff like, oh, I can never forgive people for saying what they said. So, I'm keeping the same energy. But, you know, I wish Adam the best. I wish and hope and pray that he gets his, you know, he gets vindicated, which he already had. I mean, everybody's basically, like, kissing his ass right now and kissing his feet and worshiping the ground he walks on right now. So, I'm sure he's happy about that. Cody's just backing him up on the coattails, you know, licking his ass and, like, telling him, I got you, man. I got you. I got you. I got you. It's really given weirdo behavior. But anyway, with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me how you feel in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, guys. Bye.